Yu-Gi-Oh is unique among card games because of just how much you can interact with your opponent, regardless of whether it's your turn or theirs. Since this is a central feature of the game, cards that read, "Your opponent cannot respond," are some of the most powerful cards in Yu-Gi-Oh! Super Polymerization, despite making you go minus in card advantage, spent a significant amount of time on the ban list, in large part due to that one powerful line of text. In the modern game, cards like Dark Ruler No More and Forbidden Droplets are extremely powerful tools due to a similar but slightly restricted response-preventing effect. Another occurrence of the text, "Your opponent cannot respond," can be found on the favorite field spell of normal summon aficionados, Magical Meltdown. Magical Meltdown is an incredibly powerful card, preventing not just the negation of fusion spells, but also shutting out interaction entirely for the whole chain link following a fusion summon. This means that the player who controls Meltdown can use not only the effects of the fusion summoned monster, but also anything else they wish to activate on that same chain, and their opponent is not allowed to respond at all. This is one of the most unfair interactions existing in the current meta. Fortunately, it's relegated to a relatively niche game mechanic, fusion summoning. Much less niche, however, is link summoning. Link summoning is by far the most generic extra deck summoning method that we have access to, having virtually no restrictions on the types of cards that are allowed to be used as material, including cards without levels and even tokens. Link summoning is a mechanic taken advantage of in every competitive deck since its release. You can imagine it might cause a bit of trouble if Konami decided to release a card like Magical Meltdown, but for link summoning instead. But they couldn't possibly be that stupid. Into the Vrains is a card announced for the upcoming History Archive collection in the OCG, scheduled for release in February 2022. The card has the following text: "Special summon one monster from your hand, but negate its effects. Then, immediately after this effect resolves, link summon one link monster using materials you control, including the summoned monster. This link summon cannot be negated. Also, your opponent cannot activate cards or effects when a monster is link summoned this way. If a link monster you control is destroyed by battle or card effect while this card is in your graveyard, you can banish this card, add one monster with the same original type as one of those destroyed monsters from your graveyard to your hand. You can only activate one Into the Vrains per turn." Yes, you heard me right. This link summon cannot be negated. Your opponent cannot activate cards or effects when a monster is link summoned this way. I think Yu-Gi tubers can sometimes be alarmists when it comes to upcoming cards. Flunder Tier 0, anyone? I try to maintain a level head within my videos, in spite of what titles and thumbnails might suggest. That being said, this card seems quite broken to me. Yes, the initial activation can be negated. Yes, it negates the effects of the monster it special summons from hand. But still, your opponent cannot negate the link summon, and, same as Meltdown, can't do anything on the chain link following the summon. Imagine you're playing against Striker. They activate ITV, special Ray from hand, make Kigari. You can't use the face down strike you've been licking your lips at. You also can't Veiler the Kigari, which is adding back Engage so that the Striker player can go plus a million for the third turn in a row. But it gets worse. Let's say they do that and chain Widowmaker. Let's paint a couple more pictures for the exhibit that is Into the Vrains. Summon a Prank Kid, make Meow Meow Moo. Prank Kid effect engrave. You can't ash it. Summon a Black Metal Dragon, make Striker. Search Red MD and boot without your opponent being able to negate either search. Add Ignister, Salad. All these decks get a way into their engine that can't be ashed, veilered, or impermed, and doesn't even use their normal summon. More like Ash Blossom and Depressing Spring, because you won't be able to activate it.
Please clap.
There's also the lesser known decks. Marincess and Sun Avalon have some very strong link ones that they'd appreciate being able to resolve unimpeded. And, oh god, shout out to GG Yu-Gi-Oh! Magical Muskets. I'm just gonna let you read this one for a second. Joshua Osters was able to top using this deck in toss format. Can you imagine what he could do with Musket and this new card? Just a casual +5 that can't be responded to, and oh yeah, if you've never read the Musket cards, it's kinda like Striker, but all of the cards are spell speed too. So yeah, if you don't negate Into the Vrains against Musket, they're gonna go +5, banish your whole graveyard, negate a monster, destroy a face-up card, double their attack, special another monster, and shoot you in the face with a literal musket, just for good measure. And that's just looking at Link 1s. Obviously, anything else requires some more setup, can't have any less setup than an open board, but higher Link ratings are still very easily accessible with this card. Cards like Nightmare Unicorn, Akashic Magician, and Sky Striker Ace Zeke all have on-summon removal effects that can be very powerful when your opponent is unable to respond to them. To summarize, I don't believe Into the Vrains being printed is very healthy. It probably won't break the game single-handedly, but forcing a negate going second and making your combo much harder to interrupt going first is incredibly strong. I think the most likely use cases are one-card combos, Link monsters that activate on summon, and other cards that activate when you Link summon. The decks where this card will be the strongest will probably be the ones with the most of those factors. But, like I said before, this card literally just got announced in the OCG, for a February release date, and a product that the TCG will almost certainly not be getting. We have no idea when Into the Vrains is going to come into the West. For that reason, I can't say with any reasonable certainty which specific deck will best utilize this new card. We have no idea what the meta will look like by then. Who knows? Maybe Konami TCG will bring us another one of their brilliant exclusive archetypes and break this card wide open. Until then, we'll just have to wait and see. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. You know what this image means. What do you think of Into the Vrains? Do you think I'm overreacting? Maybe I missed the key interaction that you think is going to be nuts. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section, and I'll be sure to give it a read. Thanks.